YouTube, I am so excited to tell you about this. This only happens once. It is a cultural and historical thing. I'm so excited. This is a new track built specifically for drifting in Texas by drifting enthusiasts, just for drifting. This place is so cool. It's like a skate park for drifters. So let's tell you what it is, where it is. I'm gonna introduce you to it with driving, with our drivers on track so you can see exactly what it is. Throw some drone footage on top so you get context for exactly what it looks like. Show you exactly what the surface is like and why that's different. Talk to one of the people that built the place, tell you how long it took, lots of different things like that. Who designed it, why they designed it, all the little tiny things about it. And then we're gonna invite you to the very first public event here, which is Lone Star Bash August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at this location. I'm gonna show you where it is on a map, all that stuff. But first, I'm so excited. Let's do a little montage of drifting. I'll toss it in here and then let's get started. So this is a small track built near Austin, Texas on a polished, lightly polished concrete surface that is gonna have insanely good tire wear, that's contained with barriers around it so the crowd can get super close so we can put people here for some very fun events, that does not have any noise restrictions, I don't think. We're right next to the landfill. No noise restrictions or anything, so we can host a bash event here late into the night. Everything's so cool about the thing. It is pretty aggressive with walls all around it, but it has no tire wear and super exciting distance for all the people. We're gonna get them super up close. It's gonna be like a Mahon for Texas. And it's one more little arrow in our quiver, which is incredibly exciting because we keep losing tracks. We lost Mineral Wells, we lost Gulf Greyhound Park. I'm sure there's a bunch of others we've lost in there. We've temporarily lost HPA and got it back. It's gonna be really cool that this is a location that we're probably not gonna lose for any silly reason outside the context of like drifting. Okay, so first things first, Harrison, come here. If you guys have known Harrison Johnson of Harrison Hill Raceway, this is his second racetrack.
No.
It's always been a meme about that. Yeah, his name happens to be the same racetrack that he worked at. But Harrison started driving with us when he was 14, is that right? Yep. He drove a Volvo. He's been in the Lone Star Drift channel now for, how old are you now?
29.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Is that 16 years, 15 years?
15.
15? Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, so he's been driving with us for 15 years. Incredibly good driver. He's been around, he knows people, super friendly, charismatic guy. So, tell me about this track.
I came from a father and son that got into drifting and loved drifting and wanted to build their own spot. So I ended up meeting them through the shop. Danny, a good friend of mine, brought us his car to do some exhaust work, brought it to Connor, and Connor introduced me to Danny. And then we got introduced to David from there. They came out to my place, checked out my place. I told them plans that I'm doing out there, and then kind of brought me in on this to help design the whole thing.
Rad, so you did all the design work?
Yeah, I did all the design work. I came out here with them. They had to put a retention pond. So there's a retention pond over there on that side.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then behind here for the wall. So I know they wanted a bank. That was the only thing that they told me, was that they for sure wanted a bank because they love kill care. So I designed basically the bank around the retention pond, and then we have a nice little run up through there, and I thought it was kind of like TMS style, where it's a nice like left-hander, right-hander, so you can carry a lot of speed, throw it into the bank, and then the rest is kind of just like freestyle skate park vibes. Okay. It's a lot of fun whenever you're just out here with 5 or 6 people, and you can just go wherever you want. You follow the leader. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start tossing questions at you. How long did the place take to build, basically start to finish?
Man, so I came out here to design it and hopped on a skid, cutting it all in, and then it was completely paved within about 3 weeks.
That is crazy, because everybody always says they're gonna build a drift track and beats around the bush and then never does it, and these guys did it in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Have they only been drifting for like a year or two? How long have they been drifting? Like since they've owned drift cars and actually drifted?
David and Cam have been probably about a year, but Danny, who's the concrete guy, he's been drifting for I think over a decade.
That's crazy. And is that a concrete place right there? A concrete factory?
Yeah. So
there's like a concrete factory on the premises.
They bought the concrete from them. They got a pretty good deal, but it was still like, it's a decent amount of concrete for sure.
Yeah. That's so cool. And why did they decide to do concrete? Just because there's a concrete plant right there, or?
they just don't want to deal with issues with asphalt. So this whole thing has rebar throughout the whole entire thing, and it's nice and thick. And then there's curbs around the outside and the inside everywhere. So like this should last like 50 years.
And did y'all decide that it was going to be polished concrete of a certain like aggregate or like smoothness or anything, or did y'all just do it?
No, so that's kind of in the finish of the concrete. So Danny and I kind of looked at the concrete. He brought me over and was like, okay, well, you can do different like broom finishes basically. And he brought in this like nice, very smooth like wool, I think, brush, like a broom. And then he did the full finish in that. So it still has like a little bit of texture on it, but it's very smooth. Whether if you did like a normal broom finish, it's going to be a lot more gritty. You're going to go through more tires.
Yeah.
And
this is incredibly good asphalt, like for tire wear. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So that's what we were thinking. Danny and I kind of like sat down and thought about what we should do as far as the surface, and we figured tire wear should be the most important thing because it's drifting. So
is this place ever going to get expanded or changed?
Yeah, there's plans. This is very, very like early on. He has plans for more kind of facilities type stuff out here, possibly like a skid pad.
So cool.
I mean, he loves it. He likes it. And his son's into it. They put a lot of hours. Like they were out here doing all the work. Him and his son, David and Cam and David and Danny. Like they put hundreds of hours in prepping this. Putting all the walls.
I would think it'd be a lot more than hundreds. I think it'd be thousands to build a track.
It probably was. When you have the right machinery, it goes pretty fast, honestly. And this is only a 5-acre lot. So this track takes up 5 acres of this lot. Okay. That's what we were working with when we built it.
So cool. So far we've talked about, there's now a track just outside of Austin, Texas. It's in Hutto. It's made of concrete. You've seen the aerial view and everything. We're about to get to the drifting and show you guys what it looks like to get drifting on it. We've told you about how long it took to build. Obviously, they have the means and resources. They work within construction. They have money. They did it incredibly quickly. They've only been inside drifting themselves for a short period of time where they actually had cars and everything. It's father-son, which gives them an incredible, like probably bonding experience and get to do this for years. I'm so excited about that. It's gonna have a huge community build around it. And then I've always said, it's insanity for like a lot of these young kids to have their dads say, let's go drifting and like make you a world-class drifter. Let's take Ben Hobson and pick on him for a minute. Ben Hobson absolutely could have built, for how much he's spent on his racing career so far, an incredible venue like this, and not just given back to the community, but like had something quite more creative than going, I'm not picking on Ben, Ben's a good friend of ours. Like, you know, going and doing something incredibly creative with your outlet of drifting. Ben's a monster driver, so he should be a pro guy because he could get to the top. But there's a lot of guys that don't. And it's so cool that these guys, instead of going and like racing and becoming like Formula D guys or something like that, built something that will stand the test of time and everyone will use. And I'm so fucking excited about it.
Yeah, it's definitely an awesome route to see someone go this direction. I mean, I love Ben too with going to RTR and everything. He went the very just pro driver. Yeah. That was his goal. He did it. He's there. He's doing the thing. Yeah. But
I just picked on him because you know how much it costs.
Yeah, for sure. Seeing this and everybody getting to experience it and come out here and have their friends and their family and make it more of a spectator thing too. Like you can see the whole track from the pits everywhere. No matter where you stand, you can see the whole track.
I was going to say,
think that's really important.
Also, with how they're going to stack the blocks for Lone Star Bash, we're going to be able to get everybody within 10 feet of the track. And we're going to have a big viewing area with like a giant 20 by 60 tent. It's going to just create a really good experience, whereas like at a lot of tracks nowadays, you don't have the ability to get the crowd close, make them feel the vibes, all these different things.
I think that's a very important thing when you're hosting an event, is to cater to the spectators, to cater to the people going there and helping crew and everything like that. Like make it a whole experience where everyone just has fun and it's something you look forward to every month. It's like a mini vacation whenever it's like that.
I love it.
You know?
Okay, so that's so much fun. We're gonna have a Bash event here. Now I'm just gonna say cultural context of Bash. If you guys aren't familiar with Bash, there was originally All-Star Bash, like probably in 2005 or 7 or something like that. We brought on Lone Star Bash as kind of a copycat thing because it would be easy for people to understand what it was. Probably around 09, I don't even know.
08.
Oh, something like that. And we had bash
Before my
events
time.
for more than a decade. 2019, we lost Mineral Wells because they did an infrastructure like building project and it was part of an airport. So we haven't really had a bash in probably 6 years. The bash events were always fun because it was a big party. We had a bar. We had all kinds of stuff going on. People would bring truck beds and fill them with water and girls in bikinis. And it was like a totally different party experience than the normal drift events. A lot of the drivers would just come to party kind of thing. It would hit critical mass and be really big and really exciting. And we would have bands. We had punk bands. The Wee Beasties, the dude like peed on himself. He was so drunk and performed in his underwear. It was amazing. It was like a cultural experience and a time to come together as all the drivers and all the fans and everybody hang out. So that's what bash is about. It's forcing everyone to hang out and do stuff and have something there for the girls to do. So there's like girls there instead of just sausage.
That's what bash is to me.
Yeah.
Freaking party.
Exactly.
You're driving, partying, and then you're partying.
Yep. So you guys are invited to that and everything. And you guys will be invited to the event. You can find it on LoneStarDrift.com. Now, let's go drive and show you this place and kind of like give you an experience of what it's like, because just looking like this, it looks kind of like a giant figure-8 thing, kidney bean, with a bunch of layouts in the middle, with a banked corner up here. So we're gonna go show you what tandem looks like on it now, inside and outside the car, to familiarize yourself with this track. And then hopefully if you're a driver one day, you'll be out here shredding with us and all that stuff. I'm so excited for a purpose-built track in Texas.
Yeah, let's go.
And if you do come, bring earplugs, because you're so close to the action. All right, let's go drive. Harrison's trying to make me drive.
Come on, Aaron.
Come on. Okay, come on, let's go.
Oh man, hot laps. It's always fun to share laps with friends. High five. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
He is an absolute monster.
This is your invitation to the 2025 Lone Star Bash just outside of Austin, Texas. Driver spots completely sold out immediately, but spectator passes will be sold at the gate. The address is down in the bottom left. It's going to be a party. Expect a party. We're going to have a band, giant tent, maybe fireworks, food, drinks, all kinds of stuff. I want to see you there. We'd love to have you for this giant cultural and historical event. Thank you so much for being a part of Lone Star Drift for the decades we've been around. If you've been that long, if you're new, thanks for being new. See everybody at the event. Bye.